Hello there, greetings. Oh, just, I haven't read this yet, but eventually I will. Rulers of the world. One of them, at least. Clear the background a little bit. No, not doing too good of a job. Alright, greetings. Alright, thank you for joining us. This is Saturday night, January 5th. I think everything is operating okay as far as I can tell. Okay. So, for tonight's broadcast, let's see, subject matter is Multiverse, Angels and Demons, and Arthur Curry. Arthur Curry, I'm going to go backwards a little bit. That's Aquaman. I just saw Aquaman today. Yeah, it was, I mean, it's a kid's movie, so it's cheesy as hell, but it's a great kids movie. It has a lot of elements in there. You know, it was cool seeing Atlantis there, and about the ocean. Now, this is in the trailer. I'm not giving anything away about the. I mean, it's a basic setup as it is, but about the people underwater, or kind of sick of the people above water. Always, the king is at least the bad guy. Another way of looking at that is look at the astral world. And, you know, we're physical beings, basically. It looks like we are. And a lot of the astral beings, now not all, but some, don't like physical beings. To give a different perspective of that. So they come in, they manipulate, they do whatever they feel like. Just to give you another point of view. It doesn't say it happens all the time, but it does happen. I mean, not on yourself at least, but imagine people have occurrences of it, especially like mechanical situations, whatever it might be. Some astral beings are just see a physical beings like, screw you guys, you're inferior. So whatever it might be. So just to give you a different look of that. Maybe they'll make a movie of that one day. So just give a different point of view. The reason Multiverse, I was doing a channel text. I'm gonna try to slow down on the channel text. I'm gonna be posting them soon, maybe tomorrow night or sometime this week. I'm taking Angels and Demons might be my last entry into it. And that is gonna be about it. I'm gonna take a hiatus from it because I've been really pushing hard on it. It's been very heavy. Even if I don't produce a lot, it's still very hard. So all that'll be going up on the website, and eventually going to a book form. So pretty much getting closer to the book form. So it'll be easier to guide through it. If there's anything, I think I hit my breaking point. When I did these in the beginning, I had I did for a couple months or a little while, then I took a break. Same situation here. So I've been going pretty good on it. And it's burning me out now, so. And on here I've been going pretty heavy too. Everywhere it's been, I'm just trying to take it easy, so luckily I haven't been sick. I think I had a bug, a couple of last 2 weeks. A lot better today, I'm a little more now, but it's different than, it's different this time. So, one of the things that came through was the multiverse. Different versions of you. I had a couple of dreams last night of like being in a I have zero relationship in this life, at least love relationship, but I did connect to one in a dream last night, and I didn't get a whole lot from it, but it's more than I have in this, which is a desert in this life. So connected to that, and then I saw George Lucas. So that was another version of World 2, another version of Earth. I think there was something else, but I can't remember what else it was. But basically, in our awakening, is over time we're going to recognize it's not always easy to connect to it, but the multiverse is part. We can say we're bringing this Earth into the consciousness of the multiverse, the idea of there being other versions of Earth. It's already been in the comics since the 1940s. I imagine it's been way before that. But because when they run out of ideas, they just create another Earth, basically. And for all of us, it's just different versions. We're taller, we're shorter, we're male, we're female, we're a cat, we're a dog, whatever the hell we are. It's like it goes on and on and on and on. I mean, they give us a number, it's probably a bigger number than it doesn't matter, but it's not that important. But basically, from what I like, what is the point of all this, of this Earth and everything? Some say we're on the new Earth. Okay. Well, I guess when murder goes down, violence goes down, that's when you really start seeing it. So, if the new Earth has all of this here, there, yikes. So, but the multiverse, that's believed that we're bringing, the idea of life, conversations, whatever it might be, for us to get connected more to the multiverse. This version of Earth is going to become more recognizing to it. As for when, 100 years maybe sooner or later, I guess we'll find out. Alien contact will always be fluctuating up and down. We'll see if they have a message for that, but alien contact can happen at any time, of course. But we're still trying to figure ourselves out. So, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people that are aware of all this, but most of the population is still, not doing too well there. It's about a ticking time bomb is probably a better word for it. But yeah, connected to the different versions of Earth is definitely, I believe that's one of many, directions we're going towards. This is nothing new, but that is like one of the major tipping points, is becoming more aware of your other versions if it's need to. We're always assisting each other, our versions, and obviously there are other versions of Earth that are well aware of us, that are assisting us in different ways. So kind of just let that reality open up if it needs to, but now I added the angels and demon energy to at least the title of this, and that's really where it comes down to as for what is going on this planet. There's obviously a positive energy here, but there is a demonic energy here that isn't always, I mean, I don't always talk about here and there, but there are demonic beings that do incarnate here as human, that are in the spiritual communities right now, and some of them probably are teachers. I believe I have met one. And one, to give you an idea, some of them are very powerful, meaning they put on a good show. The reason I'm bringing it up, so you might recognize it over time. They exist. Once again, they put on this pretty persona. They look good, try to, but not try to look too good, where it's spooky. It's like when you look too perfect, it's like, oh, that's a little bit strange. Are like religious ministers connected to that? It's a possibility. I don't know enough of them to. I would believe priests are high energy for that. Big surprise there. Yeah, priests are like A1 on that. But when I talk about spiritual teachers, I mean spiritual teachers that are connected to this stuff. Tarot card reading, stuff like that. Once again, now do they know that they are? I don't think some of them do. Or any of them for that matter. But let me tell you, like I said, the reason that might be very subjective for some people, but the reason why I connect, at least what I'm seeing, is that some of them, aren't, it was like a false ascension or no ascension at all, trying to keep people in the old ways of life, and just, I don't believe they're always aware of their mission. Like I said, I don't think they're always aware who they are. So, and some of them do feel like they're always right, whatever it might be, and they're just, it's not always the easiest thing to tap into. And that is I mean, you want to know what the main deal here is is healing demonic energies, obviously, but it's not always mentioned in that way. But it's basically because they don't want to be noticed. They don't want to be talked about, heard of. They don't want you to mention them. They want to stay hidden. They don't want people to believe in them, as most of the population doesn't, but yet they go to their movies. Universal Studios is demonic movie, theme park, basically, when you think about it, because it's Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, it's like it's a ritual. I mean, come on. It's just... So, yeah, I don't really tap into this stuff that often, but because I'm into all other areas, but when it comes to that, the demonic energies connecting to those that are incarnated here, that's the main deal here, is to, not to say focus on it, connect to it all the time, but be aware that it exists. Let's put it that way. That's something you have to think about all the time, because it'll probably bring you down, probably feel like, ugh, this is too much. But it does exist. And it is an area that is like when you're fighting the good fight, what this ascension is all about is clearing out the demonic energies here. And most of the population is in voodoo land, and it will be quite, when the population starts to wake up, I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, if you're going to connect to aliens and you're still stuck on demonic timelines, I don't know. It's like, that's what I mean. I mean, alien, disclosure, allowing more of the energies to increase is great, yes. But it's like, we gotta clean up our act big time here still. There's a lot of, still a mess here. But that doesn't mean the ascension won't kick into gear by 2020. Who knows? It's hard to say. But the demonic energies, they gotta go. Let's put it that way. It's like, yeah, you tested us, you learned from you, you gotta get out of here. People have to start realizing that. And you think all this psychic stuff is a joke and all that until you get possessed or whatever it might be. I mean, they go to the movies, they go to all this stuff, and it's like they think it's all just a big joke. And they wonder why domestic violence is so high in families. They wonder why. I mean, I'm bringing this stuff up because it's like that's the fundamentals of what's going on. I want to bring, it can't always be all, fun and flowers and everything. It's like there's some areas that need to be, looked at and released. That's a big subject matter there. Because the demonic beings are in different forms of reality. Our major news source, and some of the UFO communities are, MUFON's a good example. I think MUFON has a lot of difficulties there. They don't connect to that stuff. They connect to aliens. They don't connect to demonic beings, which is a perfect place for them to make their nest. So yeah, it just, I mean, it might come into overtime where that needs to be addressed more and more to release them. It's like, I believe everyone here is an angelic energy of some kind. Different levels of angelic vibrations, even those that don't believe in any of this stuff, I believe they themselves have an angelic lifetime somewhere in their energy field. Everyone's an angelic energy of some shape or form. It's when you utilize it, when you connect to it most. I mean, a lot of spiritual teachers are like spiritual teachers as for, just for healing and, when you're going to get that job and stuff like that. That's what they're here for. And others are here to get rid of the big, the clean out the stuff other people don't want to do. Because this isn't always for everybody. This is, I mean, there's a fluffy area where many would rather be the comfort zone. And then there's the demonic zone that nobody wants to talk about or touch. But that was another thing I wasn't going to go into this direction, but it's like I did channel text, the master manipulators are connected to the demonic realms. It's just that when you don't have to connect to it all the time, but always realize it does exist. And to know how to release it. Not everyone's going to be in for it, for obvious reasons. Not everyone feels safe around it. Some can handle it, some can't. To release these beings, some better just hightail and go to go watch Care Bears the movie or something and not get involved with any of this. But some are strong enough where they won't get attached by anything and to be able to move these beings out. That's one of the reasons why I grew up in kind of a shady direction. I mean, they've had dark entities kind of attached to me when I was younger. Didn't know about it for a long time, so I have experience with these guys, and they are like souls. They're like creatures. It's scary stuff. It's like creatures that you see in the movies. It's like you see this stuff in the movies. It's like, oh, it's just fiction, and then you feel one, you hear one talk. It's like that's a creature, and of course you don't see it here. I think it was last year. I had another one that visited me. He didn't attach itself to me, but it was like, I guess it was trying to scare me. Every time they try to scare me, I get more intrigued. So it's like with that dark elf, I was more intrigued than I was scared of it. So I'm not scared of these beings. I have an idea. I mean, I have a pretty good idea how they operate. So, but yeah, they're regular souls. It just they feed on darkness. That's all they are. So they feed on light, and most of the population is in La La Land, basically. And I know people want to connect to their aliens and all that, but what about these creatures that are running around here running humanity? It's like you kind of have to clean house for to invite visitors to your house. You gotta have to clean house everywhere. So I don't know how that's gonna work exactly. But it is it's a touchy subject. It's not something people want to hear about, connect with, but these suckers are real, and a lot of those and the spiritual teachers that have huge audiences out there, they have the comfort energies out there, but they want to talk about what's really going on here. Not really. Yes and no, they might bring it up, and then they go back into the fluff and the comfort zones, and it's like, I mean, I don't know the whole details of all of them, but there's the ones I'm aware of. There's a lot of fluff there, basically. If you're living fluffy lives, comfort lives, most likely, I mean, if they mention this stuff, they'll put it in the title, for example. But yeah, there's the beings that are very, it's a touchy subject. Not many are into exploring it. I'm not into exploring it, but I kind of grew up around it, so I kind of know how it works, so that's something I would write home about. But yeah, these are living being creatures that, once again, they have their advantage that people don't believe that they exist. They think it's just movies and all of that, and it's not. And at least the Catholic Church has always recognized it, because a lot of them are causing it. It's like it's funny. Their belief system causes it, which is weird. So they might as well have something come in to clean it up. So at least they have that. Voodoo is a real thing. Curses are real. Doesn't mean curses go on forever. But curses do exist. Are they go on forever? I don't think so. I don't think they last forever, but they do exist. But I wouldn't concentrate on any of that. They're just energies. And once again, dark entity energies are connected to that. So yeah, it's fun. So is most of the planet cursed in some ways? Well, because of what allowed here. Because we allowed everything to come here. And some of these beings are Archons, some of them are. Some of them, they're trickster energies. Basically, that's what I mean. So with some spiritual teachers, they're very convincing that they're good, and they actually aren't. So yeah, they're tricksters. All of them are tricksters. So they want to, take over your soul, basically. That's why it's like some people say, oh, suicide's so wonderful, it's great. It's not wonderful, it's not great. Some of these people become dark entities because of suicide. So, so they make it, Hollywood makes it look cool. A lot of people just think, oh, Ivan, you don't know anything, suicide's the way to go. It's like, think again. I know there's a channeling, I'm not going to mention it. It makes suicide entities looks all cool and everything. On YouTube, has a whole bunch of followers, has all those great teachings. A dark entity can have great teachings too. So it's an area that is a sensitive area that I believe a lot of channeling groups don't want to go near. And it's a spooky area, but it's an area. Yeah, it's not fluffy. It's not comfortable. It's the real world though. And yeah, it's like, I hate to say it, but a lot of the major channelers don't mention. I don't watch them that closely, but I don't think they. You watch your audience go down to zero. I don't think a lot of channelers, because if they're living the good life, they're not connected to this stuff. I mean, they're not really connected to the real world. They're connected to a comfort side of everything. As if you're living a comfortable life, channeling this stuff, most likely you're not connected to the stuff that's really on the edge of, to heal humanity. And a lot of this stuff is very vicious, and it's part of everyone's daily life in some shape or form. In our food, in our water, wherever it is, these beings are everywhere. They're having a blast. Yep, because humanity looks the other way. So if you start, doesn't mean you have to look at it, think about it every day, but these are being, as we upgrade, I mean, for the ascension, you gotta see things that you don't want to see. And people want the comfort zone. Well, you got the comfort zone, you have this nice chair, you can go sit over there and not evolve. Basically. We'll just send you somewhere else. We'll send you to the happy world where nobody's going anywhere. It's like, to evolve, you kind of have to go, you just gotta get tough and just, it doesn't mean you have to absorb into any of it, but knowing it exists is the only way to grow, basically. So, yeah, it's an area, especially when you grow up in a wealthy life, and, you have kids and everything seems to work out the way, you don't want to connect to this stuff. Even kind of so, either way. It's nothing you can have to bring into your life or anything, but it is something that needs to be addressed. At least it's all over the place, and either way, it's an area that I got a message I should always bring up, go into a little bit. Anyways, so we have private sessions for those here throughout the weeks, calendar, gift card, Google Hangout, Zoom channel, my phone. We have 7 days for the question area, if I can get to it. I think I'm at 6 days or 7, something like that. Same situation here. We have other channelers and healers I would recommend. You have the social network and Crazy Rabbit. So that's another reason why those characters are always, Hillary Clinton's drawn that way, to kind of show her inside of who she really is, kind of spooky creature. So, Arthur Curry, I saw Aquaman, so I was going to channel that energy. Aquaman definitely comes from another planet. Arthur Curry's been talking to, I feel his energy around ever since that movie came out, here and there. Arthur Curry, it's like, jeez. So I'm not sure what's going to come of that. So we connect to the spirit world also to bring any information of humanity that went for growth, soul growth, whatever it needs to be, that needs to, because like I say, you don't have to connect to these beings all the time, but always recognize they do exist. There are demonic beings that are huge, small, they're creature beings. And, if you want to heal, recognizing them. That's what I mean when someone commits suicide and get on YouTube and they're like, oh, everything's just fine, I'm healed, everything is great. Remember, they're trickster beings. Gotta be careful of that shit. So, and there's demonic energies all through the Bible. You can almost open up a Bible and feel the low vibrations coming from it. So, this is part of the ascension, is letting those contracts go. Let it all go, let it all heal. Yeah, hug a demon if you need to, if you're okay with that, and we'll, move to the next level, basically. Yeah, is there areas that people don't want to hear about, but it does exist. So, like I said, everyone has angelic energies, but it does not mean you have to go after these beings. If you don't feel comfortable, just let it be. But at least be aware of their existence here, because we're here to heal the planet, and it's a sensitive subject matter. But how are you going to go to this new Earth if you're just seeing fluff everywhere? You kind of have to see everything. Just because this world has a lot of problems here. If you're just going to look at comfort zone areas and not see what's really going on here, how are you going to heal the planet? So I don't know, that's what some of us incarnate here do a job that others don't want to do. That's basically yeah, so doing this type of work is not as wonderful as it might seem. If they're out, if the other channelers are having a great time, more power to them. But it is an area that is, you know, it feels good, but it's also like yuck. It's like there's a lot of gritty energies there. So, like I said, people go towards where it's safe and don't really want to see the real world. And the real world, I mean, doesn't mean, I mean, they don't understand it and it spooks them out. But it's like the stuff's here and too afraid to see it. So it's too bad. So eventually this stuff's going to go more into the mainstream. It has to. If you want to let go of these beings, you got to recognize that they're here. If you keep looking the other direction, which has been going on, so recognizing them will help release them. So at least I'll put it out there. Take it or leave it. It's like, you know, that's what people incarnate through a lot of angelic energies here to remove this stuff. So yeah, it's heavy, and eventually it'll be, yeah, in the future it will definitely be recognized. I know people want to have these aliens visit and all of that, but it's like, what about our demonic problem here? It's like, I know aliens sound great and everything, and it does. Sounds really good. But what about the demonic beings that are possessing most of humanity? Is that yeah, is there any anything on that? You're just gonna fly your ship around all that? Good luck with that. It's like shit. It's like once I don't know I don't know what direction to go in to release these beings. I'm just putting it out there that they exist. I do it not very often. I don't know if I need to, I don't know. They're just directing me to do it, so to mention at least. Yeah, it's not stuff people mostly don't want to hear about it, but it is very real. So anyways, alright, so I'll bring in spirit energies for assistance and angelic vibrations to assist us in removing the dark timelines and bringing in the light. One moment. The souls have to want to learn to remove these things. They have to want to be able. They have to want to be able to look inside themselves to remove this. Because yes, these beings of lower energies do exist on different levels. There are powerful ones. There are lower level ones. There's all types of different low vibrations here. So it's up to the human, the individual, to choose what they want to bring in their life and what they want to push out. Many souls here have many of them hibernating around them. Those that have violent tendencies, anger towards others, negativity of some shape or form, are not able to let go of their demons, which are actually teachers. But also, yes, these beings are feeding off of the low vibrations. So as souls start recognizing this, and even your counselors here will become more spiritual. So you wonder how the spiritual energy is going to enter into your world. As it basically become more eventually part of your everyday world. Spiritual teachers will become more of the norm instead of just a niche group. But you realize most of your human consciousness is holding out on that and suppressing it. Because the programming of these low energies have offered monetary help, different vibrations of a false reality that has been taught throughout the ages. And yes, many of these beings do rule your religious groups in secret, usually. And yes, there's a lot of demonic energies around your Bible. Of course there is. It is a tool of reprogramming the human. Technically, you know what to do as you're entered into this world as a child. It's just the parents reprogram the child at the youth. But actually, the child is here to bring in new information for humanity. As you are, but does get tainted. But not always. There is always a new vibration coming in, but the parents want to warn from the child, but also the child warns from the parent. You're warning from each other. Instead of, yes, you're warning the ways of how to survive on the world, but also the parent is learning from the child of what information the child has for the planet. Untainted, unfiltered, awakened. And yes, the child might become more awakened than everyone else and have difficulties on this planet. That's what the parent is there for helping the child through this. Because yes, as your humans incarnate more and more with awakened energies, your ways of the world currently will feel outdated. And so having a job connecting to God's energy and just feeling free is what many of the souls really want to experience. They don't want to go in a car and sit in traffic for 2 hours. You want to grow with the land and with each other. And whatever sexuality you want, they don't really care. You're sharing your love with each other. This is the Atlantean way, but also the spiritual way. So your souls are here to learn these things, relearn it. As yes, but you also learn that your time period here, it has a lot of, you see where the growth is needed here. It is a lot of challenges. Is it bad? It is a challenge. It is not necessarily bad. It's boulders in front of spiritual growth. How do you grow without a boulder in front of you? You don't. You're to push it away or learn from it. So being on this world has a lot of benefits, yes. It's hard lessons, yes. This world is a diamond, actually, in the universe. Some of you feel like it's the exact opposite because some of you are learning way too much. It's like, I think I'm learning just like, like when you go to school, when you have to learn this class and that class and stay up all night constantly learning, like you're about to explode. That's your everyday life here. It just, many of you feel tired because you are learning a great deal, yes. But the lessons are there to strengthen the soul. There's many reasons for it. We can't go into detail now. But yes, you are there to sharpen yourself, sharpen your soul, your instincts, your abilities, everything. It might not be clear now. It might be all fogged. But as you come out of this world, you'll feel like a new being altogether. It's like, wow, that really was worth it, even if it was a nightmare I had to go through. So the nightmare energies, many souls they can't get enough of it. They're learning, and some of them are handling it well, some aren't, as you can see. But yes, over time, school will be out. And many of you are dusting off the beings that are here, that are, yes, you can say over teaching, but there's no real there's too much information where one just can't handle it. They get stressed, they can't take it anymore. You're being over tested, but over time everything will thin out. The tests will calm themselves down. You come here for many reasons. Not even your aliens have an understanding of it. Because many of you are, yes, taking the bravery on that many of your aliens won't. Many of your aliens will do anything but incarnate on this planet. They will help you, they will channel through you, but far from it, they will not incarnate here. There are others that will, but many won't. Majority are terrified of this planet. So your souls here are assisting in their growth. So those aliens that you are connected to, those even the angels themselves, you are sending your vibration to them. They are warning through what you're going through, basically. So this is why some are very connected to the aliens. Some of those aliens are your children. They might say they're adults, but always they're actually your kids. So blessings to you. We are from spirits. Much love to you. Greetings to you. I am Arthur Curry. Arthur Curry, if not hearing me. Atlantean, yes. Yes, the movie is not exactly how... My name is not exact. It is not the same name as an Atlantean name, but it's been modernized. But yes, I am an Atlantean from your planet. That has been channeled through, but yes, Atlanteans are basically what I am connected to is from another world. Basically, Atlantis that moved on to another world. And yes, there are worlds where Atlanteans do live under the ocean. Many of them choose to because they feel like the ocean, it was a new experience, basically. There's more to it than that, but many of them are already excellent at breathing underwater, so it took many of civilizations. So there's different types of Atlantean energies. And yes, some of the Atlanteans on other worlds have a lot against your planet for going into the dimension it did. So there is a lot of drama out there in your universe that some of you can probably tap into. There are beings that live in the oceans that are Atlanteans, have a lot of problems with your planet for losing itself. And some of them, yes, did incarnate here, did cause more difficulties here. Your World War II is an example of that. Some beings do want to destroy your humanity at one time. Yes, it did not happen, as you can see, but yes, now I don't want to put a seriousness into this, basically you're doomed or anything like that, but realize there are beings here that do have problems with this race for many different reasons. So even like with abuse of animals on this planet, many aliens do have, yes, they do get kind of aggravated with your race too, and some do incarnate as human and kind of get back at the human. It does exist. So yeah, so my connection is basically a point of view from different worlds for you to open yourselves up. It's basically, it shows that the Atlantean energies, many do remember it but don't remember it. They do resonate with the Atlantean vibrations. It is speaking to them through that Aquaman movie. Basically just the energies of Atlantis are showing that we are here to assist. That's basically it. There's other energies you can connect to, other versions of it, but it's basically, it is a soft disclosure of who is here. We're here to help you find yourselves, yes. But what most importantly is that humans over time will reconnect to, yes, crystals and angelic energies, and the memories are start to come back. Even in your time, little by little, it's just fiction is going to start speaking to you more. It is taking its time because it takes time for humans to, because fiction is here to unlock the soul. And then you'll answer it as you want. Basically, the human will add what they need to it. Basically, what the difficulty is as you know, unlocking the human is very hard. Many are still in hibernation compared to, not many are connecting to their chakras and their metaphysical ways. So awakening the soul is very tricky. Everyone's different. Some connect to aliens fictionally. Spiritually, they shut it down. They're not fully ready for that. So this human experience offers a lot. Connecting to aliens is a little bit too much for right now. But realize anytime you look at alien information, either through fiction, or through any type of anywhere, that is a disclosure happening. So that soul, that whatever you're attracted to, kind of gives you an idea of what you look like. What alien race that does resonate with you. So it is right in front of you. You just have to take a look at a different point of view, yes. But many souls here are in the infant stages of awakening, but it does not mean they have a great higher knowledge. They do. It's just in this world, they came in like a caveman's perspective. They're just doing the things they have to do to survive. And now you're giving them aliens, and that's not what they grew up with. Remember, childhood is really where everything is given to the child, and if alien is not in that childhood, it's kind of hard to resonate with it. Doesn't mean you can't. But when you grow up, when your parents and family are talking about aliens, it's like your family, then it's okay. But when you're an adult, it's like learning how to play the piano at 50. It's like it takes some time to let this all sink in. So Arthur Curry energies to you is to just keep entertaining yourselves. It will unravel who you really are. If you look at your movie, the movies that you enjoy, it's actually a timeline of you, basically. And if you have a timeline of horror movies, well, there's a lot of darkness there you have to release or explore. Or some of that was you at one time. But the souls here are, yes, reinventing themselves. Many of you are reinventing the vibrations of you, and many are having difficulties accepting that. Once again, childhood did not teach you of all these ways that have been around you ever since childhood. It's time to awaken the soul. Blessings to you.